just got it on YouTube. This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review the fifth and final studio album by American singer and Latin singer Selena. Basically, this product is called Dreamin' of You, and it came out in the summer of 1995. So the thing about this product is, unfortunately, this is a posthumous record as far as what's going to happen. Selena had passed earlier in 1995 within those particular affairs. She was working on her first English translation album as far as this pitch can happen. Now, she did drop a number of albums within some of those type pitches. I look within the format. She had several albums throughout like the mid-late 80s to about the early 90s, fairs like that. But particularly in the early mid-90s, Selena signed a contract to get an English language album pitched out. This is a pretty revolutionary album. I see a lot of the pitches of importance here. Back in 1994, 1995, this is before Jennifer Lopez had like a recording career, pitches like that, Christina Aguilera, some folks like that, just within some of those type particulars. I think had this album been completed within the format as to how it particularly was going to be, had it been within the product to not having like the mishaps that Selena had in 1995, I would have said this probably would have been one of those albums that probably would have been like a pretty multi-platinum type staple. Now, this album was a big deal with what it was, definitely within the pitch of the fold. 5-star album from All Music, places like that, pretty critically acclaimed pitches like that. But I think the format, when you think of like those multi-platinum kind of Mariah Carey and Celine Dion type albums, pitches like that, Christina Aguilera, Jennifer Lopez, some of those type folks that just had like those albums that went like 7-8 times platinum just within the pitch. I think Selena easily could have done that for several times throughout the 90s. Just the formats to how these songs were made have a lot of templates within the aspect as far as just noticing that this had some contemporary type appeal that was copied, and this feels like her template, and a lot of these things were kind of like foundations to a lot of things that kind of particularly happen. Now, it's not to say full bound that like when you think of Jennifer Lopez, her being an offshoot and just like a spin-off of Selena, but it's definitely within the pitch. I do feel like some of this format, there weren't terribly too many full-bound type folks within that. This was kind of an early bird for 1995 as far as this first going to happen, just with some of the things that would happen in the second half of the 90s. So it's just a good type pitch to be able to get this here. Selena translates pretty excellently to like English language material, I'd say. Now, I'm not as full. This is the first Selena project I've listened to, so I'm not sure if she had not particularly sure if she had other English language songs within some of those type pitches within the format. Prior to this, it seems like, this is just pretty excellent just right off the bat, being able to do it just that aptly, just within the sense behind it, some excellent type appeals. And on a side note, I want to say this is another request as far as this pitch can happen. This one was by Larry the Batman fan as far as this pitch can happen, so I wanted to get towards that particular appeal within these aspects. Now, originally I thought he wanted me to review Selena Gomez, but it was Selena, so I looked within the pitch, going to get to this particular one, so I looked within the tone as far as those aspects going to happen, just within the aspect. Just being able to say here within the pitch, as far as these fairs going to happen, I look after, the English material just sails pretty excellently. The Espanol material does as well within those pitches. Just really has, like, this is a banner type album. Just being able to say within the pitch, recommend all 13 of the songs on here, just a clean sweep within those formats. I definitely think, and that's the unfortunate thing about this product, just to say within the pitch, and just questioning what songs would have probably happened later. I think, although I do think this album is a classic within those appeals, I definitely say within the toneness, the presentation, just the aspect of how it nailed it, just with the originality factor. This is a revolutionary type album, but I probably get the sense, had this album taken off, I think probably the next album that Selena would have done, were it to have came out in like 1997 or 1998 or whatever, some of those type pitches I would look after, just being able to say, I think that one, as she got more comfortable with English language type albums, probably would have happened. It's just the pitch. Like when you think of Jennifer Lopez, her 1999 album had songs like Waiting for Tonight, and If You Had My Love, some of those type pitches, but she did progressively start to get further type hits. Obviously, by the time you got to like 2005 with Get Right and some of those type ones, there's plenty of other J-Lo type songs within pitch, like Jenny from the Block and a bunch of those type ones within pitch that she did. I think Selena this was just the thing about Selena on this particular album, is it was just kind of more shots in the dark, figuring out how not just dropping like music and trying to figure out the full, but being bilingual within the aspect 2 languages, as far as trying to figure out the market of going from like her particular fold that she had before, and harnessing like, and just right off the bat trying to say, going from like a typical Espanol language type format to being able to top the American charts and just be able to do it that cleanly within the aspects. It's not like it wasn't like she couldn't do it, she did it, and it's this kind of concept, but it just kind of feels like it was more, I don't want to say shots in the dark like she didn't have experience, but it's just kind of pitch as far as saying just the way that she had went from that particular, just being able to do it just that Just her being able to kind of find her ground and have like her, it's her being able to find her ground and lose her water wings that particular quickly is just excellent type appeal within just the pitch of being able to do it. So it's just some good type appeals being able to say towards that. Just all 13 songs, like I said, that are on here, I recommend. So it's just the pitch, just the aspect, just being able to get towards it. Definitely a colossal shame that more of these albums were not able to be pumped out a lot further to see what could have probably manifested within like those tones. This, the overall aspect of what happened with her as far as those girls happened, just unfortunate. But look after here, there were 6 singles. There were 6 singles off this project, and basically within those pitches, I look after it. The tone behind it is just the fact that the reality behind this project is this was kind of quickly thrown together. Like, I don't know how much of like the clear cut kind of actual authority that Selena had to do with this album. I don't even know if the name of this album was something that Selena wanted it to be called. As really, it says, Wikipedia had said that the real factoid behind it is she only really recorded 4 songs for this album within the pitch behind it. She had dropped an album, an Espanol album, somewhere in 1994. So really, I think the concept, if this album had came out, it may not have even came out in 1995. It might have waited until 1996. Not really as full bound sure, but just kind of within the pitch as far as saying that she was not that far along with this particular product, considering that if it was going to be 12 or 13 songs, that probably would have meant that she was only like a third of the way done or something like that. So it's just kind of the pitch as far as saying it's kind of getting towards it. I think at least I Could Fall in Love was one of the songs intended for this album within the pitch bond. It's a pretty nice one. It's the lead single. The song's like a shiny, simmering kind of sunset pier to kind of get here within those aspects. There's some 90s gloss, I would definitely have to say. Just grat. The song's like a 90s gloss kind of grab, but I'd say here this particular song gives like Celine Dion and Mariah Carey kind of vibe. So just in the pitch, that particular type format, just that same sort of aspect of something that just feels like a Selena. This feels like a Celine Dion song ripped out of 1996, 1997, some of those type aspects, typical type formats. Easily kind of feels like Ricky Martin, Christina Aguilera, Mariah Carey, Jennifer Lopez, some of those I pitched within the format. It just feels like the second half of the 90s, just from the aspect, that particular template of like those sunset period, just easy kind of summer noise pitches like that, just something for great for like 4:45, 6:15 p.m. pitches like that, just looking into like the gaze, like the orange skies. It's a contemporary kind of makeshift kind of ballad within some of those pitches, which is necessary to kind of get these. Now, don't think that I almost thought for a moment that there weren't going to be any up tempo type songs, but I almost thought for a moment there weren't going to be any up-tempo songs in this album, but they are on here within the pitch behind. But this is just one of those type ones for like the format of disc, like the malaise of like between probably like 3:45 to about 6:45, some type of feel. So it's just good makeshift slag within those formats, just ripped out of like the 90s, 90, 95, 96 haze of it. Two Solo 2 is the second single. This was released in combination with I Could Fall in Love within those pitches. Now this is You Only You in English as far as this is going to happen. This is like a neighborhood kind of hop and basic kind of perky strut, I'd have to say, within those aspects here. Just kind of some brunch time kind of grab. Just like some good brunch time kind of frolic, just to miss the pitch, just like early day pitches like that, or 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock p.m. pitches, or 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock a.m. pitches like that. Just good song to grab some wine and DVDs, pitches like that. Just kind of have some chatter, some of those type aspects. This one just has like some kind of allure about it. This just has a good rouse within this particular song type area. Just kind of just early day kind of aspects, just having the energy. It kind of has a spice of like some Sunday evening kind of romance, but just more on like a Monday or Tuesday kind of early morning or late morning pitches like that. Probably just kind of the aspect, if you are kind of random and just kind of feeling differential for like the tone of having like some wine at like 11:15 in the morning, some type pitches, just some DVDs, and just kind of chillax type tone within the fashion and disc, being about different products of the day, just kind of has that particular rouse just in more. I mean, I would say within a sense, I guess within the tone behind it, Two Solo 2 could probably be played 6 o'clock, but I just feel like the tone behind it just has like the kind of sporadicness and just a little bit more, it kind of has that kink factor about it to where you'd probably listen to this song just not necessarily just for like the Netflix and chill kind of hours of like after hours pitch like that. Just kind of feels like a curveball type song where it could probably pop up at like 10:45 a.m. pitches like that, just after a morning at Denny's or like Village Inn, some of those places within format. You just say within time, it just has that particular aspect about a good type tone. Just grab wine DVDs. Dreaming of You is the third single. It's like a smarmy and starry kind of night shift pop ballad to kind of get here. Just 90s drench, I say about this particular one. Just kind of a radio grab within pitches like that. Just some good and dear. So this one is just like the format of what you probably think from like the title behind it. Just the pitch of like that typical kind of just starry type aspect. Just a real nice, It's real kind of particular contemporary type ballad within the aspects as far as what's going to happen. This feels ripped out of like a 90s kind of rom-com pitch like that, something that probably would be in like a musical or Clueless or one of those type movies, something within those aspects as far as what's going to happen just within the pitch behind it. This particularly kind of has that tone. Just like the song says, "Dreaming to You," just very dreamy and smarmy pitches like that, good type tones. Selena translates this song pretty well within those tones behind it. Techno Cumbia is the fourth single. Is like a reggaeton-like kind of afternoon jumper to kind of get here. Definitely some good day drinking, and this kind of like a spritzy kind of jive about this song, I'd have to say. Carefree spells kind of have about this, I'd say, within the aspects. So it's just kind of the tone as far as saying this within the aspect. Techno Cumbia, apparently this is a subgenre as far as what's first going to happen, really has the pitch behind it. It's just a pretty good song within those pitches, so I have to look and see what that's particularly about as far as what's first going to happen. But definitely gave me vibes of just like something that probably sure, like I'm trying to think of like reggaeton type singers. Normally these come to me a little bit more just like, not necessarily Beanie Man, but like I forget his name. It's like Mr. something. I don't remember. I can't remember his full bound within those pitches, but it's like Mr. something. Can't remember full bound, but just folks within that relative dancehall type form. It's just interesting to kind of get Techno Cumbia because this feels like a primer for like the dancehall. Mr. Vegas, that's who it was. Mr. Vegas. Just folks like Mr. Vegas and like Beanie Man, some of those particular type folks. This early bird kind of dancehall type pitch within the product of it. It's interesting, kind of get Selena more in a browse type mode of just wanting to day drink. That's kind of the pitch behind. I noticed there's some songs on here for like the aspect as far as having like some of that sparky typeness of like night type flavor. When you pay attention to songs that would normally be reserved for like 8 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, some of those type pitch, just kind of format that Selena kind of has these songs where it's more probably noon and 11 o'clock in the morning, some of those type pitches. That's at least 2 songs, 2 solo, 2 Techno Cumbia. There's at least one other one like Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb that has some of those particular type pitches. So I like that tone as far as those pitches kind of happen, just saying to just get into some of these type fares earlier in the day, just when it's kind of still amidst like the work shift, some good type tones. So to say, but El Toro Relajo is a nice one as well as like a date night and social commerce to kind of get here. It's like it's like a good date night and social commerce rounds kind of get within these aspects. It's good. This is like some goodies that I'd say, just relief from like some day slag pitches like that, and it's a pretty spicy type song. So this aspect, restaurant type fare pitches like that, getting like some grubs, some of that particular type form, and just the relief of like the product of just like usual. Like saying, once makeshift is done, it's going to really fill up with like a hot meal, something like that. Get to the product, just getting like some good conducts or something. Rounds at KFC, some of those type formats, filling up on like Hell Burger King, some of those type formats, but probably almost more in a restaurant type fashion. I feel like it's just more of an activity more so than just being in a vehicle, pitches like that, and just ordering a meal. This kind of has the product that's actually saying somewhere where it's going to be a dine-in, whether it is Wingstop or some places where you're going to have a menu and some things like that. Just miss the product of having to tip someone, some of those type pitches within part, just kind of amidst like that particular fare about it. It's good type aspects behind it. Yeah, I say El Toro Relajo means the partying bull in English, as far as this person has a good type pitch. Probably one of my more favorite songs of this album. Now, I recommend every song on here, but a real nice one that has some good bounce about it is I'm Getting Used to You. So I'm Getting Used to You. This is like a slinky kind of 90s R&B groove to kind of get here. This reminds like Christina Aguilera, so this is an easy primer. I think in a certain degree of senses, I'd probably say that Christina Aguilera probably took some influence from Selena within those pitches behind it. This has some good smokiness that she particularly has with some of her more homebound type ones. It's more just like those mild kind of percolate type grooves that would be kind of more localized pitches like that. And it's like this is like a real excellent home dancer. So just within the pitch, it's kind of more smoky kind of home activity noise within some of that pitches as far as the format's kind of having just the spice of really getting crunk and getting towards it. But it just has a good affability towards it within the aspect of like kind of sparky type formats within the pitch. So just good type flair. Like the particular jive amongst this song, this really has a good balance. The melodies on this song are pretty affable within the pitch as far as what's going to happen. Just nice. Definitely could have used another song like this on here as far as what's going to happen. Yeah, I recommend every song off this album. So just to get to the pitch behind it here, like Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb is a nice one within some of these type pitches. This has like a nice Shaggy like vibes about this as far as the fair is going to happen. And by Shaggy, I mean Shaggy the reggaeton singer pitches like that. It's like some summer makeshift. It's like a good summer makeshift bounce to kind of get here, I'd have to say. Just cruise rounds definitely within the pitch behind it. It's kind of some sparky errands as far as those fairs going to have. So just in the pitch as far as saying, so Bitty Bitty Bomb Bombs just kind of amidst like the day fair pitches like that. It's kind of like the relative type, just feeling perk, just the sort of vibes that you would have caught from Shaggy out of 94, 95 Stones type pitches. Just hot, kind of no clouds in the sky, kind of summer day pitches like that. Just the affable kind of heat wave type weather pitches like that. Just easily kind of picking up Burger King, some of those type forms. Just getting some errands done, bills paid, some of that particular fair. It's lackadaisical within a sense, but just having some good jive about it within the aspect as far as those first kind of. So just to miss like that's the typical kind of percolate type vibes within the aspect, just like some summer spark. Easy kind of dance hall type vibes for makeshift type fare within the pitch. And that goes along with Amor kind of prohibido. I'd say it's a good type pitch to be able to get here. Just like a summary and kind of super vacay like frolic to kind of get this like some beachside kind of sunshine, I'd have to say. Mojitos and volleyball within pitches like that I recommend within those pitches. So just the format of some of that particular just aspect, this easy kind of poolside, beachside type fare just feels ripped out of like some sort of vacay that you would have had back in 90s type fashion. Just the aspect as far as just having carefree kind of times, so just easy kind of sand frolic and pitches like that, just kind of kick back. It's Tibble type noise for summer fare, I'd have to say. Missing My Baby's another quality one. Now this one goes well with Dreaming of You, I'd have to say. Missing My Baby's like a good night balm to kind of get just a satiny ballad, I'd have to say here. It goes with Dreaming of You, like I was saying. This is pretty similar within the fashion, the pitch behind it to Michael Jackson's Lady in My Life. It's kind of the same sort of looming, this kind of smoke ballad type appeal of that particular pitch, that song from Michael Jackson back in 1983. Some pitches like that, I just would say within the tone, just really has the aspect of like, I mean, it has ballad type mood within it, but it's just a little bit more kind of meaningful within the pitch behind it. So it just kind of has the aspect as far as being able to say within the concept, just has like that. The Endear About Missing My Baby works for some Starry Connect as far as those first games. So just within the aspect, real nice apple type tones. So it's good. Selena pulls off these ballads as far as those fairs can happen amongst this album. It's kind of the pitch that normally when you think of R&B trying to nail ballads, especially out of the 90s, it's kind of more here and there within the pitch. It's just not always it's not always within the tone set as to how. It's not like it isn't, but it's just kind of pitch. Sometimes it's a little bit more drab within certain senses, but these do have like the connective, just like the appeal. This has a little bit more kind of embalm amidst the pitch. It just have more. She does a pretty good job of engulfing within the pitch of setting the tone within it, so it's a good type of appeal. God's Child, Bela, Conmigo is a nice one. It's like a glazed and brooding kind of dance spice tint to kind of get within these aspects here. Just good date night step out, I'd have to say, and it's a pretty awake type song. So this is within the pitch. Great for like late dinners, 8 o'clock, 9:30 p.m. pitches like that. Just having the format easily kind of getting like some grub within a pitch, but also having the format of just really kind of having like some dance spice to just to miss the pitch like. Kind of like a lead into like a good dance night type tone within the pitch behind it. Says when this says Bela Conmigo, that means dance with me as far as just within the pitch. I mean, it says that in the song, obviously, but within the pitch, as far as if you don't know what that means, it's kind of aspect, but it's just within the tone. It's kind of within the aspect of just being like a primer for like some dance kind of jive. It's kind of like a good primer for like some step out within the pitch. So this one goes pretty well with El Toro Relajo as far as this pitch kind of having both within a good 1-2 punch kind of combo as far as getting towards the spice to like having just like some consistent kind of social sparkiness within the format. So just kind of where it's going to be kind of some meal and activity kind of combos within those pitches behind it. So good type tones. Wherever you are, Donde Quiera Que Estés is a nice one as well. I'd have to say it's like a basic evening sun to kind of get within these aspects here. Just kind of a hop and bop, pickups easily, pitches like that, pickups like DVDs and chips, some of those type areas within the format. So just kind of miss the format. Despite the tone of this particular song in terms of the lyrics, this is just a good apple type one for like some snack runs. Just kind of nearby video stores, pawn shops, some of those type places. Just picking up like a good format, just getting like a movie or two or red box, some of those type pitches, getting like a couple bags of chips, just extra kind of just here and there kind of supplies. This vanilla kind of snack run pitches like that just really works for like the format of it. Within the same format as Two Solo 2, but within the same format as Two Solo 2, but just within the pitch a little bit more, just kind of basic within the pitch behind it. So yeah, wherever you are is just some basic kind of simple errand runs pitches like that, or not so much. Wherever you are is just some basic kind of pickup runs pitches like that. Just grab a DVD or two, some of that pitches. It's easy kind of format of it. And then Captive Heart is a nice one within these pitches, like an evening breeze, kind of cruise around. I'd say within the aspects here, just some purple skies within the aspect, just good, nice tone. Just kind of the balm of it, just kind of a bleary type day within pitch, but just the feeling nice type one, easily kind of getting drive-through pitches like that, getting some goodies for later as far as those aspects going to happen. There's kind of the aspect behind Captive Heart just has some nice kind of smarmy balm about it as far as this pitch will kind of happen. Just like I was saying, feeling real nice within the pitch behind this. The relief, like a breezy type days within the pitch, just like some extra kind of moments. AC's on pitches like that. Just appreciate like the vibe. Summer tinted, but just kind of not so much where it's baked and just kind of hot and aggregate. It's just kind of the pitch as far as saying just a good appreciable type moment. Just drive through type moments. Just kind of a charm where you might sing along in the car. Some pitches like that. It's kind of formative, just like good type grooves within it. But yeah, just easy kind of goodies, pick up type songs within the format. Probably leads into a song like I'm Getting Used to You within the, probably leads into like a song like I'm Getting Used to You, some of those type formats within the pitch. These just have a little bit more R&B kind of foot tap type bounce about it. I'd say Captive Heart also works like a relative kind of mild kind of, say in my opinion, Captive Heart also works like a good kind of bounce just within the pitch about it within those particular tones. It kind of has like that relative kind of hole in the wall for more R&B venue type places where they would play some of those type ones. Has some contemporary bounce about it, which I do like the aspects behind getting some of these. These are the sorts of songs that would have been real excellent to see Selena kind of do within some of these step formats, because it definitely could have led to some blistering type ones. I mean, you got like the 90s kind of typical jur with like the singles like I Could Fall in Love and Dreaming of You, but definitely I'm Getting Used to You and Captive Heart has some real good kind of snazz about them that work pretty well. And then Como La Flor is a nice one as well. It's like a good combo with a more Prohibido, I'd have to say. It's like some summer shine to kind of just get a tan, pitches like that out in beachside, just places where there'd be some summer type fare. Good song to bake to, pitches like that, memes, some of those type fares within the pitches, Tibble kind of gab, and it's like some good day chill to kind of get. So this one works just great in combo. These three songs, Amor Prohibido, Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb, and Como La Flor, just how I'll have Como La Flor, I'll have that particular summer jive about it. It's easy kind of kick back, like I was saying, volleyball, kind of mojito type music within some type formats. It's easy kind of beachside and towel type music within aspects, swimming pools, pitches like that. So that's the product behind this album as far as what's first going to happen. Yeah, this album gets a 10 out of 10 within the format. The social score I will probably give. I look within the format. I think because this album is a classic type appeal, Selena has plenty of casual and commercial type appeal. It's this kind of format that it's really unfortunate that it's completely unfortunate that we were not able to see more of this music kind of expressed to like further extents within those type pitches. I mean, the whole idea behind it is unfortunate within the pitch. The whole aspect behind what happened with Selena is unfortunate, but it's within the pitch as far as saying that this particular, I definitely think she probably could have topped this album. I think this probably would have been probably like when you think of Mariah Carey's Fantasy album by 1995, some of those type ones that were 5 stars from her, Mary J. Blige with some of her 5-star albums, and like Celine Dion with some of her 5-star albums. I think this probably would have been like a crown jewel within certain aspects, but I don't think I don't think this would have been her opus as far as this person album. I think she probably could have topped it, but I think probably the one after that probably would have been like the one. This is definitely like a good kickoff, just being able to say this has some good type of appeal. It's just foot in the right direction as far as this person gonna have, just nailed it within those vibes. This kind of aspect of that initial conduct, being able to do it. So yeah, I would say 10 social. Every song on here just dynamite. She has the moment, she has the ballad, she has the makeshift, the radio drear, the summer kind of day drinking, some of those type products, some date night step outs, pitches like that, some good kind of mild hole in the wall dance type moments. So it's just within those pitches. I would say in terms of the future, the unfortunate thing is this is Selena's most recent album. She is deceased within those fares, unfortunately, within the pitch. So it's just unfortunately with that. So it's within the pitch as far as saying, but I could probably get to some more of these type products just to see what some of these Espanol albums are like. There might actually be some other English type ones that might have came out posthumously after this one, but this is a classic here, easy enough to kind of say that. 90s staple, definitely deserves its multi-plat type appeal, and this is an easy classic, just pretty decade-wise, and it's kind of a banner 90s album easily.